Barnibe have been working on the Kirk Ronan mod for a few weeks and knew it very well. After the great deal he and Percy made, Barnibe had been looking really hard. And the engines all gave him high praise. The three small green tank engines Clive, Neil, and Matthew were pleased that Barnibe was taking care of most of the work, but more passenger services have been increasing, and they have been riding on Barnibe's passenger trains and not theirs. I wish we had some more work to find ourselves to do, said Neil. Me too, said Clive. But where should we find a place to work? Asked Matthew. I'm sure you'll find a place to work, said Fergus. But you must ask Sir Topham Hatt first. And he steamed away to the cement works. The three green engines knew that Sir Topham Hatt was right, and they set it off to go tell him. At Kirk Ronan station, Clive, Neil, and Matthew were waiting for Sir Topham Hatt to arrive. Just as Eagle arrived with an inspection train, they had some inspectors along with Sir Topham Hatt on board. Sir Topham Hatt then stepped out of the coaches and saw Clive, Neil, and Matthew standing there and walked up to them. Please, sir, said Neil. There have been a lot of passengers and they haven't been riding on us. I heard about the situation, said Sir Topham Hatt. We hope you don't mind us asking, said Matthew. But we were wondering if we could find ourselves a new place to work. We're not doing this because we don't want to work here anymore. We just want to find ourselves a place to work so that we can be really useful at. I understand, said Sir Topham Hatt. I'll make the arrangements at once. As he left, Eagle steamed in. He saw the look on Clive, Neil, and Matthew's faces. I understand that you three want to find yourselves a new place to work, he said. Yes, said Neil, but we don't know where. Do you know a place where we can work? Well, there is the wharf. Maybe you three could be some shunting engines there. If you want to. I'm sure that will be the perfect place for us to work, said Neil. And with that, the three engines made their way to the wharf. The three engines tried finding a place at the wharf. Too busy, sighed Neil. There is the fishing village on the Normanby branch line which Arthur works on, said Freddie. You probably try getting some work there.
Thank you, Freddy, said Neil.
The three engines soon arrived at the fishing village. Neil looked all around, but he then smelled some fish.
Too smelly, sighed Neil.
Arthur then pulled up with some fish cars. If you want to look for a place to work, there is the Bluebell branch line.
Thank you, Arthur, said Neil.
The three engines made their way. The three green small engines soon arrived at Great Waterton. They looked all around, and they saw Stepney and Flora with some passenger coaches.
Still too many passengers. Just like on our own branch line, said Neil.
Flora was about to get ready to go when he heard Neil.
Why won't you try you working at Olmsted Castle? She said.
Yes, indeed, said Stepney. I'm sure there'll be some work for you there. At Offset Castle, Stephen, Millie, and Glenn showed some visitors a tour of the dinosaur park and the castle. Neil heard Flora and Stepney, and he thought for a moment.
Is there a lot of work to do there? He asked. Not at all, said Flora. It isn't really a long run. It isn't a long run, and I'm sure it'll be the perfect place for you.
And she steamed away with her tram. The words from Flora kept in Neil's funnel for a long time. Clive and Matthew looked at Neil.
So, what do you think, Neil? Asked Matthew.
Do you think Olmsted Castle is the perfect place for us to work?
Yes, said Neil. There isn't that much passenger runs, and we get to show some people a tour of the dinosaur park.
The two engines started to sound like a good idea.
We'll tell Sir Topham Hatt. I'm sure he'll agree to it. Same here, added Matthew.
And the three engines headed off back to Kirk Ronan Station.